Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer. Okay, I was just trying to do my live because it's Sunday morning, the 26th of November 2023 today. I was just trying to do my live that I do every week, well, hopefully every week, and I am again having technical issues with my audio. Let me explain. Our company here is called Telstra in Australia. They have been giving me grief for over 5 years. And when I moved, stupidly, I thought that all the issues would be fixed. But here we go. I've still got those issues. So this week, I'm going to endeavour to change company and find somebody else who's going to treat me a little bit better as a customer and supply a service that I actually need for what I do, talking to you guys. So please, I do apologise for what I've been going through. Please be patient, and most of all, please hope that things are always going to work out for everybody. So today I want to talk about a couple of things. I've got the tarot that I usually do on my Sundays. I've got the 3 cards here, my little lovey-dovey card. I've got my ruin stone, and I've also got my tarot card. All right? So I'm going to talk about those to see what this week's tarot is all about, okay? But I want to talk about a couple of things. We are in a spiritual war, and the more we get involved with the negativity that's going on, the more we are adding value to that energy. So it's almost like we're adding oil to that fire, okay? So when we start thinking about what's going on around the planet, because we're thinking it, we're actually creating it. And when we create it, it becomes reality. This is true. This is proven. What we think, we create. Now, I learnt this in heaven when I died. Now, you know, here's my book, 5 Years in Heaven. There's me standing in front of my life review. And what happened is what I thought about, I created. So if I thought of climbing a mountain, I'd be on that mountain climbing it. If I thought of being in a red dress, instantly I'm wearing a red dress. So it's what we think, we create. So the big thing about this spiritual war is do not get involved, do not think about all the negativity that they're trying to push down our throats. Okay? Turn off your TV. Do not entertain all the propaganda of what they're trying to do to us now, okay? The less we partake, the less control they have over us. The more we put on our mandates and the more we comply, the more they're going to keep it going, okay? All right, so think about 3 years ago, everybody did what they were told. But now look how many people are not doing what they're told. Now, I will go there with something because this is verified in the media. 3 years ago, it was you must wear a mask everywhere you go. You must. It's law. It's not a law. It was a mandate, which isn't law, right? So now in the media, they're now saying wear a mask if you want. See how they've lost the control? Because so many people didn't do it. So they've changed their way of saying it now. So this is proof of how they're losing that control, okay? The less we concentrate on what others are doing and the more we think about what we're creating as individuals, the more our lives are going to be successful, okay? So let's talk about successful. How do we create it? We think it. This is Law of Attraction 101. Okay? Law of Attraction 101. What we think, we create. So what we think about, we're actually manifesting that. So if we're thinking about the war and we're thinking about jab reactions and if we're thinking about food crisis, rental crisis, everything's a crisis, guess what happens to us? We start being in crisis mode. Things start happening to us and we start getting sick and we wonder why our bills are accumulating because we are in that negative energy. And I personally believe it's done deliberately to get us there. Okay? So how do we get out of this? We start by stopping. Start our new process by stopping all the behaviours that we were doing that they wanted us to do. Okay? So we've got to sit here and say, what does Lynda want, or what do you want to create today? Okay? Do you want to be happy, or do you want to be depressed? I know which side of the fence I'm going on there. So how do I create happy today? Well, the first thing I'm going to say is I am happy, because I am is a daily affirmation that I always talk about. Here, I keep the I ams in I write this down everywhere. I am. I just put I am through the car, in the toilet. It's in the fridge. So when I open the fridge, I am what? I am sad? I don't want to be sad. So how about we scrap that and make it I am happy? Even if I'm not happy. But the more we tell our brain, because we're creating it, the more we think I am happy, the more our brain actually makes it happen. Okay? So we are bombarded now with the HATE word. Have you noticed how angry everyone is? Have you noticed how demanding people are? How privileged people are, jumping in queues? How many people now don't want to wait for things because they've been waiting for 3 years? So the first card I want to show you today, love has courage in the face of adversity. This is where we must stand up within ourselves. We don't have to stand up on the pillar box. We don't have to stand up with our megaphone. All we do is we look within ourselves and stand up to our own beliefs, morals, and values. We say to ourselves, is this really who I want to be? No? Huh? Then what the heck am I going to do about it? Because adversity is right in our face at this point. And this card says love has courage to face it. So it doesn't mean that we have to play the war game. It doesn't mean that we have to retaliate, do revenge. Don't do that, because then we're just mirroring what they're doing and we're creating their own energy field for them. So what do we want to create? If we want to create love, how do we get tested for that unless we have to show that to someone who really doesn't want to love us back? Think about that worst case scenario person in your life. How do we appreciate, respect, adore, and forgive them to the point where we can love them unless they do something horrible to us? Think about it. So this is the time now where we've got to sit there and we say to ourselves, you know what, I'm not going to play this game anymore. I want to win the race. And what's the race? How to be a better person on the inside. Look how materialistic they're trying to force it down our throats now. Let's just say, throw some names out there. Taylor Swift. Will Smith. Oh my God. You know who I'm talking about. The Kardashians. The Botox queens. The prom queens. The Karens out there who feel like they're deserving and they want everything in life. So they're making everyone feel angry as well because they're so angry on the inside. So this is where we look at what is all this transgender stuff going on now. We look at it all and we say, is this really who you are? Is this something that you really agree with on the inside? You know, I don't care what people do in their lives because I accept everybody. If a guy wants to wear a dress and if a woman wants to put on a suit, I don't care. I don't care because everyone's entitled to do what they want, right? But don't throw it down my throat and make me want to comply with what they do, okay? That's where I'm at, all right? So I simply just don't get emotionally attached to it. And when we care about something, that's when we're emotionally attached to it. We want to do something for them, support them, help them, anything for them. So I stand back and I simply turn off that emotion, okay? Because that's when I can then put my emotions to what I want to create. I want to create love, harmony, acceptance, non-judgment. I want to create love within everybody on the planet. So how do we go about that? When somebody's nasty to you, sit there and think, wow, how bad is their life where they have to take that out on a stranger? If it's a friend of yours and they attack you and say things to you that really isn't nice, you think, wow, what are they going through where they have to retaliate to me like that? What have I done to deserve it? Did I do anything to deserve it? And if the answer is no, that's where you feel sorry for them. You feel that sympathy. And that's when you can offer that help and support and love back to them. If it's a stranger, well, let's go there. I already went there. If it's a family member and they're giving you grief, do they know your whole story? Do they know every part of what happened in that situation? No, they never will, because they're not living your life. So again, that's where you step back, and it's easy to say, I don't care what you think, because your opinion doesn't matter to me. We take that authority within ourselves, and then we sit there and we say, wow, that was pretty weird, Lynda, what you just said. That's pretty deep, telling my family to go get stuffed. But it's true, because at the end of the day, if those people are toxic, if those people are more negative than you, and they're doing things that aren't on your frequency, then you've got to find your tribe of people who are on your frequency. Okay? I try to strive to be up here. And when things go wrong, it's easy to slip down that ladder of energy frequencies, and it's easy to get angry, bitter, start screaming and have a little fight with somebody. Okay? We all do that because we're human. But it's whether we want to go back up that ladder and go back up to our higher frequency is when we start making this stuff work for ourselves. Okay? Love is up there. Hate is down here. Negative, positive, right? So when we're struggling with life, when we feel that there's all this stuff going on around us, step back, take a breath, and say, is this happening because I caused it? And if the answer's no, which it is always, did I cause the war in Ukraine and Middle East? Did I cause the food crisis? Did I cause the rental conditions? Did I cause that accident that I've just heard all the ambulances for? No. Then you just simply stop thinking about it, because that's how we're creating that chaos in all this other energy around the planet. Step back and disconnect from it. Okay? Do something that makes you value who you are. So I love living what I talk. I live what I preach. And this week I started making doilies again. Okay? I've started making doilies. You know those little round cotton things that you put under things so dust doesn't collect? I've started making doilies again. I haven't done that in 20 years. But this is me taking time out to disconnect, and I'm just doing my thing. Okay? You may want to go out bushwalking. You might want to start rock climbing, horseback riding, abseiling, parachuting. I don't care what you do, as long as you care about what you do. Okay? That's the message for today. Because love has the courage to do what we want for us in the face of adversity. Okay? The card that I got in the tarot this week is the Six of Pentacles. Can't even say the word today. Six of Pentacles. I nearly said pentagons because the pentagon's been on my mind all this week. Now, isn't that funny? I've been thinking about the Pentagon all week. Wonder what's going on there at this point. It's funny. They probably won't ever tell me, right? So why am I getting involved with it? See the attitude we've got to take? Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is right here in my book, and I'm going to read it out. Six of Pentacles shows successful material gains and being in a position that allows you to share with others. Business ventures should be paying off, or perhaps a pay increase is coming in your direction. Now, how do we manifest all this stuff to come to us? It's the law of attraction. If we're kind to others, that's my phone. Sorry, I forgot to mute it. But if we're kind to others without expecting a reward or those brownie points from heaven, right? Don't ever do it for the reaction or the consequences. You do it out of the goodness of your heart, where you don't want anyone to know it was you. Okay? But when we do things out of the goodness of our heart, things turn around and they get better for us. Okay? Now, I want to tell you a little story about that one. This week, I had a plumbing situation. You know, I've just moved into a new building, and it's a brand new building, right? No one's lived in this unit before I came here, so it's brand new. So my kitchen sink, Tashi was cooking, my daughter, 17-year-old, she was cooking mince. She put all the fat down the sink. Guess what happened? It clogged up. So the next morning, she didn't tell me the night before, because this is how it went down. She said, Mum, I want you to go out for an hour, go do the shopping. I'm going to cook dinner so it's ready when you get back. And I said, do you want me to help you? No, I want you to go shopping. I'm cooking by myself. So I came home, dinner was served. I went, got the groceries, and we sat down, ate dinner, and I said to her, let's not wash up tonight. I'll wash up in the morning as a thank you for you cooking dinner. So in the morning, I get up, the kitchen sink's clogged. So it's been there overnight. Oh my God. So I tried to unclog it, didn't work. Had to get in a plumber. So the plumber came through the building, because I had to tell the property management of this place because I rent here, right? So I rang them and said, who do you suggest as a plumber? They sent out the plumber. The plumber came yesterday, because this all happened on Thursday. So Friday, we had no sink, so I was using the laundry sink to wash up, etc. So the plumber came out yesterday morning, and he's looking. He pulled out this really cool plunger. It's like an accordion type thing, and it unblocks straight away. And he says, well, let me look under the sink anyway. So he undoes the S-bend thing under the sink. He's undone that. And he says, oh, yeah, this is all clear. It's all good. But he says, but look at all the water at the back. And I said, what's that from? Would that be from the S-bend being clogged? And he said, no, that's actually the copper pipes leading to your taps that's leaking. So there's this hole in the carpentry, the cabinetry at the back, and he said all the water is leaking down through that hole. And I said, well, how long's that been going on for? And he said, probably since you moved in and started using the taps. So he said, I'm going to put this job down as being a building issue and not your problem. And I said, well, how much? Because I'm happy to pay for it because my daughter did put the oil down there. He said, no, I'm going to save you $400. So it would have cost me $400. But then he left, and I was talking to my daughter about it. And I said, honey, look how the universe always looks after us. If we didn't have that, if you didn't put the oil down the sink, we would never have found that leak at the back of the copper pipes. So it was almost like the universe has made you do something wrong to correct another error that was there. Oh my God. So this is what happens when we're on the right path and we're doing the right things by the universe. We get looked after. Look how I got $3,000 worth of work done on my car for free. I had a door, it didn't, now my car's 10 years old. The back door wouldn't close. So I rang the mechanic and he said ring Ford because it's a Ford car. I rang Ford and they said, oh, we've got to fix all your doors for free. It's a warranty issue. It's a recall. I said, how do you get a recall on a 10-year-old car? The universe looked after me that day. So I got $3,000 worth of work done for free. I used to show the receipts. They're in my previous videos where I actually show the receipt, $0. So how does this work? It works when we be nice and we don't expect anything in return, but then when our world does go to crap, we get looked after. And that's how it is. We get looked after. when things don't go according to our plans, okay? We have to remember we're all here for a reason. We all signed up to be here at this exact time to learn lessons. And how do we learn lessons unless we go through turmoil, grief, trauma, and issues? So face it. Acknowledge that you're here. And as I do, pardon me, I look to the sky every single night and I say thank you. I am so grateful that you are looking after me. I know I'm on my right path because I'm here right now doing what you want me to do. So I release what I want to do. And if you've got a plan for me, make it happen. Okay? The more we release and let go of our own ego, and we say to the universe, you're in control here. I'm just going to let you decide what I'm doing today. I'm going to let you decide where I go and what I do. Because if I'm not supposed to go down that road, there'll be a detour sign or a car accident to make me go the other way. So you decide what you want to do for me today. That's what I do. All right, so my ruin stone I got today. Now, it's strange because this stone is broken. So I've got to now replace this stone. But it's the F going downwards. So there he is. Where is he? There he is. So it's this one here. All right. And it's the mouth. So let's talk about, straight before I read it, what does the mouth represent? The more we talk in loving tones and sharing our love to others, the more those people are going to pick up on the energy. So we've got to start using our mouths, guys, correctly. Every word we say creates energy all around the planet. So the more I say, damn, I hate the traffic, the more we're creating bad traffic. So if I say, wow, I love living here because at least I'm seeing everyone safe driving past me today, see the difference in the attitude? Okay? So the mouth, it's called Arsus. Arsus, Ansus. It's the ruin of Odin, also means mouth, the symbol of the spoken word, often associated with the getting of wisdom and or taking advice. So there's 3 dot points. One, it's a positive sign. Yes, we all need that. Be aware and open to advice from another wiser other, especially an older person or superior. Surrounding ruins, oh yeah, we don't do surrounding ruins. So the last dot point says, be thoughtful. Consider the advice received. It is likely to be unbiased and given honestly. Well, I hope that you're listening to my advice today. Go out there and be the best person that you can be so we start winning this spiritual war. Don't concentrate on what they're doing because they're doing what they want us to think about. And the more we put thought and energy into the war crisis, rental crisis, food crisis, every other crisis, the more we're creating that for them. We are the battery of energy creating their reality they want. So stop doing it. Turn off your TV. Stop listening to the news. Don't even listen to the ads on TV. Okay? I always say advertisements are on TV just to make us feel less valuable, less worthy. They lower our self-esteem. They show the good car. Oh, look at the brand new Hyundai car on the TV. And then it makes me think, oh man, my car's 12 years old. Oh, yuck. My life is so worthless. Or they show the new TVs. And then you look at your own TV that you're watching the TVs on. You're watching the ad for TVs on your own TV. And you sit there and you go, oh man, my little TV. Look how cheap and nasty it is compared to this big one they're showing on the TV ad. So it makes you feel worthless. That's what advertising does to you. So stop watching advertising. There's no ad on there to help you with your self-esteem, is there? So I don't watch it. Don't watch the ads. Mute them. Don't listen. Do you notice how the ads are always turned up louder than the TV show? Because they want the voice. They want their mouth to be heard. Oh my God. All right. So bad things are happening to us, guys, to fix other things that we don't know about. And that's true. Look at my piping with the plumbing. You know, $400 worth of plumbing I just got done for free. If Tash didn't put that oil down the sink, I would never have found that copper pipe at the back that was leaking. Well, the plumber found it, not me. So trust the universe when things go bad, because it's saving us from bigger things that could be major problems further down the track that we're not aware of. Okay? Keep the hope, keep the faith. Okay? All right, I love you all, so I'm going to get off here for the day. Love you all. I hope that you will watch this one. Thank you so much for those who watch my lives. If you want my books, the description is down in the description. If you want to book a session with me, the instructions are down in the link below how to get a reading from me. If you want to email me, my email is below. Okay? So I am very approachable, very translucent, and most of all, I am here for you. Okay? Please know I love you. Please know that everything is working out the way it's meant to. We've just got to survive this part. You know, think of the Terminator. John Connor at the end of Terminator 3. He's down in the bunker, the presidential bunker. He's there with that Claire Danes actress who ends up being his wife. And he says, I now know I was never supposed to win the war. I was only merely to survive it. And that's what we have to do, guys. We have to survive the war so our love can continue on. Hope this puts you into a great mood for the day. If you do want to help support the channel, my PayPal link is also below. And if you do find that someone else out there needs to hear what I say, please share my links, share my videos, and most importantly, share the love that I try to create in everyone. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.